Shot in the line of duty. Now, speaking out in court as the shooter learns his fate, Officer Joey DeLoach was nearly killed after being shot in the leg last spring. And today, the young man who pulled the trigger was sentenced to decades behind bars. WSAV's Eden Hodges was in that courtroom, and we want to warn you that some of the body camera video you see right now may be disturbing.
Anthony Kent's defense pleaded with the judge, asking for mercy, saying he was too young to be incarcerated for over a decade. But ultimately, with the judge's decision, by the time he gets out, he'll be a 50-year-old man. Statesboro police officer Joey DeLoach says his life will never be the same after last April.
Shot fired. I'm struck in the leg.
I was trying to take cover behind the vehicle, and when I look down, I can see immense amounts of blood pouring out of my left thigh.
The one behind the trigger was 19-year-old Anthony Kent. He pled guilty to his crimes. On Friday, during sentencing, we got our first look at body cam video, one showing Officer DeLoach being saved by another officer before being taken to the hospital. DeLoach said doctors told him he lost more than half of the blood in his body before a 5-hour surgery to repair a major artery in his thigh.
My son wasn't always in this type of behavior. He was a good kid up until his teenage years.
The defense making a case that Kent was too young to have good judgment at the time and too young to go away for several decades. In argument, they pushed hard to the judge's visible frustration.
You have the discretion to look at him and see that's a kid. You have the discretion to see that he is entitled to at least have a chance.
Although there wasn't really a moment, Kent and DeLoach seemed to look at each other. Kent addressed DeLoach and his family with the court.
I sincerely apologize to Mr. DeLoach and his family for the things I put him through, but at the time I didn't know what I was doing. At the time I didn't know who he was at the time, and I was just trying to defend myself just like how anybody in this courtroom would defend themselves, defend their life because they love their life.
Statesboro police and local agencies showed up in full force to support Officer DeLoach in the courtroom. Police Chief Mike Broadhead says they're glad to see that justice has been served.
Assaults or attacks a police officer really is an attack or an assault on the entire community. And so I really feel like a long sentence like was handed out today really is appropriate when you consider all those factors and how it affects the community at large.
Kent will have the possibility of parole after 30 years behind bars, the judge even requiring him to complete his GED while he's there. In Statesboro, I'm Eden Hodges, WSAV News 3, on your side.